Hello, welcome back to Rani's Angels number 15. This time we are in the midst of a lot of festivals coming up, and so I decided to do festivals and family celebration. We celebrate a lot of festivals. Most of them are based on religions, either Christianity or Hinduism or any religion. Every festival is almost based on religions. But one thing is common, that is food and celebration. Festivals and celebration brings the entire family around a table. Sharing and enjoying food is how most people around the world celebrate anything. It can be a birthday, or it can be a festival, or it can be an anniversary. But it brings us back to uh, uh, the family and around the table, and that is the universal language of joy. It brings joy in everybody's mind to talk about festival. Now let me talk, because I, being an Indian and born into a Christian family, and I am used to certain things, and my husband will tell about a minute or two, just his voice, on how he celebrated or what thoughts that come to his mind later. Now for me, Indian festivals means food, lots of food, and lots of firework, noisy, very, very, very noisy celebrations. Okay, I think throughout the world it's the same. I can't complain that only Indians make noise. Everybody makes noise when it comes to any celebration. And next that comes to my mind is new clothes. I don't know whether anybody else wear specially new clothes for any festivals, but in India, even for a birthday, we all wear new clothes. And for any kind of festival, we wear new clothes. That is something that it's a must. Okay. But when my children were brought, I mean, they are both of them are brought up here in Japan. When I talk to them about birthday wearing new clothes or Christmas wearing new clothes, they used to laugh at me. What is what is this got to do with wearing new clothes, whether it is birthday or Christmas or anything? But when they were young, I honestly didn't know when Diwali came or when Easter came, nothing, because there was no kind of internet and no WhatsApp. So now we are on that age, we know about everything, you know, literally what's happening in your family or in your country or around the world. Okay. So I didn't know. I knew only Christmas. That was because it's on the same day, December 25th. But Japan being they don't follow any religious holidays. We don't have 25th December is a working day. So we all go to work. Children have holidays that time, because 24th used to be the emperor's birthday, December. So that used to be a holiday. So that week used to be the 10 days or 15 days they'll have winter break. So we celebrated it very differently, because I used to go to church on Christmas Day or New Year's, but then slowly it also stopped, because finding a church or finding something, because mostly we will be traveling. So we celebrated as a family, four of us together, because our rule as a family is, if we are in Japan or anywhere during Christmas break, winter break, we all should be together. We should travel or we should celebrate it together, winter break. Okay, so that's how it we followed it all these years. This year also we can do, because the younger boy is coming back to Japan for 2 weeks, so we can celebrate it that time. So that's how we as a family celebrated Christmas. I used to have a Christmas tree, but my When I was growing up, there was no Christmas tree in our house. Only when I had my sisters had their children, for their sake, the younger kids' sake, my mother used to say, let them enjoy having a Christmas tree. By then, Christmas tree and all the commercialization came up. And my father never believed in Christmas tree or Santa Claus. Okay, Christmas means we celebrate as a family. That's all he taught me. And wearing new clothes, yes. My father used to get me new clothes for every festival, whether it is Hindu festival or Christian festival, or because I he didn't want me to uh, feel left out. Okay, so he used to, uh, he'd buy me new clothes for every major festival, no matter what religion, because his thoughtfulness, my father's thoughtfulness, taught me that festivals are not about boundaries, but about belonging. You're not talking about this society, that society. It is for every uh, body. We belong to a community. Okay, that's how my father used to talk about. My mother also when we were young, and then she allowed us to use Christmas tree because when my her grandchildren came up, and I tried, but then my family nobody accepted. What has Christmas got to do with Christmas tree? We don't sing birthday song. We don't say happy birthday Jesus on Christmas day. So what's the point? And they used to talk about science, so I stopped talking about it. And I never talk about religion because my husband is a Hindu, so he didn't follow it. Of late, he does a lot of research on Hinduism. He has written books on that. So he will share what he thinks of. Let me see what he wants to say. And of course, festival is not without food. We have a lot of food. Okay. Now, let me talk about what I made. Okay. When we talk about food, I thought it's not just India or anywhere. Any festival, we have food as part of our. See, whatever I thought of different countries, different regions, I picked up some festival food and I made a pizza. Everybody can take a slice. Okay. If pizza is something universal. I made a special um, bottle this time for Diwali because Diwali is around the corner. So I made a thing and it means silk sari. I took out my old silk sari and decoupage it and then with light. Every festival is around lights. Christmas also we have lights. Diwali is lights basically, festival of lights. Okay, that's why see, I put sorry. And this is also about lights, right? See, can you see the light inside? Yeah, you can see, I suppose. And India, the festival, we go to temples or churches, and temples, they have, they decorate the elephants. So I did that too. I decorate the elephant, and that's my favorite animal. If anybody who has come home, you will see all kinds of elephants from around the world. Okay, so this is my decorated temple elephant. Now this is about fireworks. I said fireworks, so I made this craft to this. Does it show fireworks? Does it look like fireworks? Okay, I made that. And next, I made a book. Can you see the book here? I'm not going to lift it. I don't want to drop it. Okay. I made a book. Okay, I'll bring it closer. This is a holy book of any religion. Every religion has some holy book, and they all use that, whether it's Quran of Islam or Bhagavad Gita of Hinduism or Bible of Christianity. So everybody has a book. Okay, so that's why I made a book to represent festival and celebration. Then gingerbread gingerbread cookie, gingerbread cake I made with colorful thing, and I put a star. In India, for Christmas, all the Christian houses, most of the Christian houses will hang a star in their balcony or somewhere where people can see. That is to show Jesus was born that day in their house, or I don't know what they meant. They used to do it, we did it. But I never did it in Japan because it made no sense. Nobody would know why I'm hanging a. I did this to hang it. Okay, see this? I made this wreath. I made it myself. Merry Christmas. I used to hang it on the door. Now, when I talk about that, I have to talk about these things. I made the column. These are known as columns. I did the drawing. I did the column. When I was young, I remember living in a village, and that village, everybody used to have column in front of the house in the morning. So I was a adolescent that time. Since everybody was doing it, I learned from my neighbor. Okay, Raja Amma, I can tell her name. She's still there, and uh, she used to Raja Amma used to Raja's mother is Raja Amma. That's how we call. Okay, Raja Amma taught me how to draw the dots and then do the column. I did it every day in the morning in front of the house. And during Diwali, she used to give me some colors. I used to put some colors and make rangoli. So that's how I'm quite familiar with the columns. So now there is another big festival of India. Come on, column, stand here. No, that doesn't want to stay. I'm going to drop it. It's okay. I made this. You might have all seen. It is the colors festival of colors, Holi. It comes on a different time, not now. But since I'm covering all kinds of festivals, I thought I'll do this also. Okay. And you can ask me, how come I don't have any uh, Islamic festival uh, pictures? To be very honest, I am not. Uh, I'm really not sure what they do because I've never been to a inside a uh, Islamic house nor the celebration. What they do, I know they make very good spicy biryani for their celebrations, and they used to share it with all of us, all the neighbors. They used to give biryani. I remember when Ramadan or something comes up, any of their festival comes up, oh, we are going to get biryani today, special biryani, and it's very tasty. So that's how we were. Now, that's the way I celebrated, or I remember my younger days or my present day. Now, my husband will give a couple of minutes talk about how he celebrated his festival.
Hello. The biggest festival that my parents at home used to celebrate is the Vinayaka Chaturthi, which is what Rani had previously mentioned, that she calls it Ganapati Puja. Now, on that day, I used to wake up rather early in the morning, and I'm talking about before sunrise. And then Dad and I used to head out, since I was the eldest, and we used to go to the place where they make the idols. And these idols were made out of clay without using a mold. So it was completely handcrafted, and it was made with a lot of devotion and a lot of care. And then we bring back the completed clay statue home, because it is the model, or should I say representation, of Ganapati. And once it is home, we pay homage to the idol. It is brought on a tray, which is which is actually inlaid with turmeric rice, raw rice, and then the idol is placed on top of it, and below the rice is actually a leaf, and it's a banana leaf, what we call plantains in India. So then the prayers start, and the prayers continue all the way till maybe 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon. Now, the only thing all of us are allowed to consume during this entire period, starting from sunrise all the way till our first break, which is post 3 in the afternoon, is water. But we chant our prayers, we recite. Most of the things were in Sanskrit, so I couldn't get or grasp most of it. But Dad used to lead the prayers, and we used to just recite everything as is. And that was the biggest event in our home. Thank you.
Next, you know, most of our festivals in India, we have festivals almost every week. Okay, if you look at it very deep, there can be some festival or the other. Now, it is truly a land of endless joy and togetherness. That is what we believe. We say it's a country of diversity, unity in diversity, or but we like to celebrate together. Everybody, even when we were young or even old, even now, not now in Japan and not after COVID, we used to give sweets and savories what we made to all the neighbors, and that is a duty of the children. We have to carry all the sweets that day. We come back from church, we have to carry the sweets and savories to all the neighbors house and give them, share it with them. We celebrate together with them. That is the main thing. And as we grew older, we didn't want to do that. And finally it comes to the youngest one, that is me. I had to go to everybody's house and give the sweets. And we before going to church, we will have everything arranged. This is for that house, this family. So we used to go hand over all the gifts to everybody. That's what I said. We It's a great country because we encourage togetherness and the endless joy of togetherness, endless joy of celebration, endless joy of religious community. Okay, there is no, I am a Hindu, you are a Christian. We all celebrate everything together. As I said, my father used to get me, and I used to burst crackers. My brother used to burst crackers. And even when we became quite big, we used to, as an adult, we used to have crackers and we used to do firecrackers all the time. So, of course, it is any festival, any celebration is nothing without food. I showed you the uh, pizza, and then I said it's around the world. See, I'm sure Italians might be using pasta or, all kinds of things. I just stuck it on the bottle, and this is my representation of food. It's like, I used to, I was one of the first one to start before internet and WhatsApp and all those things about 30 years back. I had a cooking club in Tokyo, first one to start. We used to print out, my son used to translate it into Japanese, and I used to have students coming over and learning cooking from me. I did that for a couple of years. Then it became too much of, because my number grew. I had more than 120 students under me, but I wouldn't take all the 120 because I had to buy all the materials. And it is not just what is available in Indian store. Those days, no Indian stores. And whatever is available in a supermarket, normal Japanese supermarket, I used those things and made Indian kind of cooking, Indian kind of curries, and all kinds of things we made. And it was covered by local TV too, so I did that. So I was good in cooking. Now I can't cook, I can't cut with my fingers like this, but still I can cook. But Only thing is, I'll be bothering my husband. Cut this, cut that. So he doesn't want me, you stop cooking, I cook. Then it is easy for me. Okay. So when I talk about family together, that makes the celebration the best feature of a life. Okay. You can check my video number 2, which talks about family, video number 3 about culture, because there I had mentioned about Christmas tree. Instead of Christmas tree, I made culture tree. So you can check out that video to see the culture tree, what I made. And any festival, or I can say most of the festivals around the world, apart from food, you have liquor. Okay, you have liquor around the world. It makes you upside down, but then they enjoy their liquor. Look, it's I don't mind drinking as long as it doesn't go beyond that. It doesn't cross the red line. Okay, so once in a while, drinking and enjoying is okay. But I don't drink. I don't drink even coffee. So coffee or tea, I don't drink. So that's how our about today's topic of food and festivals, festivals and family celebration, and in fact, in India, to talk about each festival, like for example, they have something known as Ganapati Puja. Okay, for that they will have certain kind of rice ball. You can say sweet rice ball. They used to in Tamil it is known as Kolkata. So like that, every festival we have certain things. Like even we had donuts. Some people make definitely, and in the West they make uh, pie, and Thanksgiving they make what do you call it, pumpkin pie or apple pie or whatever it is. Thanksgiving is again around the table of family, right? So if you look at closely, everybody's celebration festivals is around the table, because that brings the family together, and uh, that is the endless joy that I look for. Sometimes we say, no, we cannot have that, we cannot do that. No, we can do it. We can have our own culture, though we are living outside the country, though we are living now alone, not with your family, with your parents or extended family, but still, there is a possibility, there is a way to celebrate everything and enjoy together. As I always say, nothing is impossible. Okay? See, when I can grow nails, last time somebody said you haven't painted. So I painted with whatever color I had, all the fingers. Okay. So, and then today being a festival, why only bottle should have pattu sari, silk sari? And I wore something to celebrate Indian festival. Okay. That's how I'm wearing this Indian kind of a costume. And let's just celebrate, let's enjoy togetherness. Okay, so this adds like the food and the firecrackers and the noise and around the table talking and laughing and screaming at you know that adds flavor to our memories. Definitely add flavors to our memories and warmth to our celebration. Let us celebrate every festival with joy in our heart. Okay, not for the sake of everybody is doing, not sake because parents are doing. You have to feel it. Let us celebrate, find a reason to celebrate, and celebrate it wholeheartedly to enjoy the endless joy. That is the family celebration. Let us do it. Maybe we'll have the culture. Let us start from now on. Nothing is impossible. We do it, and we set our family's culture. And please enjoy my video, share it, like it, comment it, and subscribe it to make me feel happy. Even when you watch it and like it, I feel happy. When you give comments, I am very excited. I want to see what kind of people are watching. What is it you want me to do? Okay. So please subscribe and share my video with your friends and family. Let's see again. Bye bye. Thank you.